Hi, and welcome to Lumi Stitch, where threads tell tales. My name is Jessica, and this channel is mostly about cross stitch. I also sell um, project bags in my Etsy shop and hand-dyed fabric like Ada. I also recently added a section in my shop for cross stitch charts that I designed. And in this video, I will show you a recently designed chart. This one is a new one. It hasn't been shown on any social media yet. I just designed this a few days ago. I designed it, took me like 10 hours to design it. Yes, so excited for that. But enough of that. Let's get started on what I stitched this week. So I think work only on 4 projects because I've been extremely busy with sewing bags because I'm going to the event. It's called Wish Upon the Star. It's in Disneyland, California, and it's hosted by Cross Stitch Society. They are on Instagram, and I will also link them down below. So let's get started on the project that I work. I have 2 new starts. Let's start with the first new start. This is actually a SAL that I was doing. It's from Owl Forest Embroidery, and I did January and February, and I kind of got burned out because the chart's almost 3,800 stitches each one. So I recently went on their website to see if they have something new, and I saw this release for August. This is like a honey bear, and it says August. So what I decided to do, I'm stitching this on 18 count hand-dyed Ada. I decided to not stitch the months and the border because I'm going to be looking down at my notes. Let's see. So this design has 3,799 stitches, and the border is 868 stitches. So I stitched on this for 2 days, and I put in 809 stitches, and we're sitting at 35.95%, so almost 36%. And the total stitches on this is 1,535, and I'm gonna show you. So this is my hand-dyed Ada that I hand-dyed. It was little piece because I was cutting it. I have my fabric by the huge pieces, and then I cut out a lot of fabric for Hyatt, like Heaven and Nurse design and other full coverage, and this was little pieces left. So I did hand-dye them, and it was just laying there, and I looked at this and I thought, this would be so perfect for this. And just look at this bear. It's a honey bear, little bees there, and watermelons on the bottom here. So it is so adorable. Right now I'm busy, so I'm going for the easy projects because otherwise I won't be able to stitch. Okay, and I wanted to show you the bag that I made. This is my own design, live in the moment. I do have a tutorial for it. If you have not watched, um, go to my channel and you'll see this tutorial. It's in the recent videos. And I'm keeping this in this. This is so much cute colors and I love it. I'm gonna show you the floss. So I recently started changing the way I store my floss. Look at those beautiful colors. I would unbobinate them because I was putting them on bobbins, and now I really don't like it because then you have to pick out from each one um, the floss, and it makes more work, and it also crinkles the floss. And this is all DMC that I'm stitching it. This is not Painting Fairy because this is what I had in my stash, but I am kitting up something for the next floss tube with Painting Fairy, some new full coverage project. All right, let's move on to the next one. And I had one more start. this was a kit by DMC and it's called Gas Pump, and I bought it when we went from Missouri in February. Oh, let me get that. Just keeping in all these old bags. It's not as beautiful as the ones that I make now, but it does the job. Oops, I dropped something. Okay, so this is the gas pump right here. This is what it looks like. It reminds me of the drive back home from Arizona to California because we drove more than halfway across the country. I think it was 1,650 miles, you guys. That's a long trip.
So this is the kit, and that's the beautiful scenery. I know it looks like doesn't have anything, but you actually feel so happy when you were driving from that Arizona, because even the burnt grass in Arizona was much happier than you guys than the wintry Missouri. The Missouri was all depressing colors. For me, it's a no go. So when we hit the Arizona, the happiness, serotonin just kicked in. It's like, oh my gosh. So I cannot tolerate dark colors and grays. You don't really see me stitching with that because I love all the sun. I love the sunshine. I don't like extreme heat, but I live next to the ocean and I just get like this I could say perfect weather, because there is only maybe 3 places in the whole US that has this type of weather. I'm very fortunate to live here. All right, I digress. Let me show you what colors it has. So this actually has 10 colors. They're all DMC. The strands are short and I love it because you can just stitch it up. Any remaining piece you can just toss it, because this is not silk. You can just toss it. And I think I bought it at Joann's when so I think maybe it cost me under $5, 4.50 for the kit, and it also came with the hoops and Ada. But of course I switched the Ada for a Murana. Let's do this. This is 32 count Murana, and this is the gas station in right here. That's the gas station. So I actually did a big chunk on this. I know the white thread color is not so good in DMC. Some people use like a silk and white silks are very good. So they were on 32 count Murana, they were horrible to stitch with, just the white color, because I think when they go through the dyeing process, it kind of makes the thread thinner, and it's actually good because when I start, as soon as I start stitching with the red thread, it just went so smoothly. But of course, this was not designed to stitch on 32 count Murana. This is my own choosing. The original kit came with a 14 count, like a bone white Ada, or you can call it Avery Ada, and that would have worked perfect on it. It would have get great full coverage. But I have so much fabric that I bought like at the end of last year from Etsy, from a shop in Lithuania, and I wanted to try a whole bunch of different fabrics that I have not stitched. Murana, this is Zweigart Murana. They don't really sell it. This is not Lugana 32 count. Lugana is easier to stitch on than Murana, because the Murana I think is even tighter than the 32 count Lugana. Let's look at that. So I just put that in, and that's it on this one. So I work on it for 2 days. Didn't do a whole bunch of progress because, like I said, I'm getting ready for the Disney event where I'll be a vendor, and I need to make a lot of bags. So let's move on to the next project, and this is my lovely Barbara Anna Deep in the Woods that I started couple floss tubes back, and I hand dyed this 14 count Ada. I added this bear with all those forests. This is like a Christmas tree or something right here, And I think I put a few more flowers and leaves on there. But I don't know what's going on with my obsession with bears. I wasn't thinking to pick bears, but I think the bears picked me, you guys. So let's get to how much I stitched on it. And let's see the numbers. Barbara Anna, we're sitting almost at 36%. So it's exactly 35.95%. And the total stitches on this is 1,535. So if you slow stitcher or you're just not stitching a lot for the summer, maybe grab one of these Barbara Annas, and they go by so fast. So we're like more than 1/3 done, you know. It's awesome to feel that way. So I did stitch on it twice. Let's see. Okay, right. I did stitch on it twice. How many stitches I put in? 441 stitches. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but this has like actually a lot of progress for a small thing because the numbers, are adding up. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna show you before I go to the next project, my own chart, you guys. I think you're gonna love this. This is called Atom Band Sampler, and it's 2-in-1. So this is my sampler. The reason for it is 2-in-1 because you see that bottom part where the cats start and down, or where the witch's hat start and down. You can just do just that bottom or that top, from the mushrooms from the top to all the way to the cats, and you're gonna have like 2 samplers and maybe 1 small pillow just out of 1 sampler. I do have here specialty stitches, but I am gonna have instructions, and I'm gonna come out with a video how to make them. This specialty stitches, they're not complicated. There is 2 satin stitch, right under the mushroom. It's a satin stitch. Way on the top, it's Algerian eyelet, and right here under the acorns, no, under acorns is actually, it's called a fan stitch. And let's see, okay, under the crows, look at those crows under, are they so cute? I kind of drew out the corn with just a back stitch because the sampler is so small. Okay, so look at those satin stitches. They just kind of go like this way, and 1 square goes that way, and it uses, like, if you go 4 squares, it most of those stitches, they go in the pack of 4 squares. Like if you take Ada, it's 1 square, and it's going to be 4 squares, and you do your stitch, and then you pick another 4 squares and you do your stitch. Something came up. All right, yeah, so I designed those oh, I think, okay, yeah, right there. I love it. I'm gonna be stitching it, and right here, here's the kicker. It says spooky season. It's not Halloween. I don't really like to use the word Halloween. I like the old Samhain, or the old Halloween, right? And right here is a positive. I like everything positive and uplifting, you guys. It's called Let All Trouble Boil Away. So when designers usually design the cauldron, I know there was a chart that I stitched. I think it was Tiny Modernist. It was very cute, and it's called the Witch's Brew, but she had like a green bubbles. Maybe I would like to think it was a revenge for a bad person. Right, but my cauldron is different. It has purple bubbles and green stuff. So this is negative energy that was sent to the witch or the magician, and they're bubbling it away until it turns purple. and it turns into positive energy. Just do your own energy transformation, and whatever the troubles are, just let them boil away and just focus on the positive, because where your attention is, that's where the energy is. Learn to control your energy. And one more thing, the purple represents your top crown chakra, the energy center up here. So like if the red represents, you know, the sacral or the lowest energy center for survival, this one is the highest. So you go from the lowest all the way to the top, and it's like you become a master of your own world. Okay, if you want to win my sampler, Atom 2-in-1 band sampler, please comment below the word magic. I will be announcing winner in the next Flosstube. And if you win, you would just need to email me, and my email will be down in the comments. It's jessica33n@gmail.com. It's in the comments. You can also message me through Instagram, and my Instagram is at lumi.stitch, and it's all the information are listed below. And also, if you could add with the word magic, if you can answer the question, what do you do, how do you deal with negative information, do you ever thought about transforming it, and did you ever think that that's a possibility of doing it? All right, I can't wait to read your comments, and I hope you win. Okay, the next and the last one. I know I've been talking a lot, but I think some of you like my talking, right? So this is a stamped cross stitch, and this is like a watercolor kind of a design, and this way was by the Spring brand. I ordered it, I think it's, I would like to say, let me see, I didn't write it on here. Oh, it was 16 count, and I'm gonna read off of this chart. This chart is a full coverage. It's actually stamped kit. 121,800 stitches, and the size is 348 by 350 stitches. I started it on July 22nd. Let's take a look at this. This is what you call it, Egyptian cotton threads, you guys. So this is cotton, mercerized. Look at that. This is 45 full colors plus blends, and let me show you what I stitched. I think I put in 14 strands, and I'm gonna put a picture on the screen what it looked like before, and I'm gonna show you now what it looks like now. So I actually worked again upside down. Right, right there. So I actually worked, this is lower left corner of the chart, and I worked in the sleeve. It had a blend, and I didn't really like working with blends on 16 count because the threads kind of get stuck in there. Yeah, so if you order stamped cross stitch, 14 count would be the perfect size. It's not, you don't have to use 3 like on the 11 count. It's just 2 strands, but 16 count also uses 2 strands. But when you start doing blends, it starts to rub in. And I worked all this whole section right here. The colors are magical here. This is like indigo blue, so beautiful. I'm gonna show you the back, what it looks like. This is the back. It's beautiful, you guys. All right, and this is it for the cross stitching part. Next part is gonna be just maybe 2 minutes of some nature, and I'll see you next video. And if you have not subscribed, please consider doing so, and if you have, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next Flosstube. Bye.